Alright, welcome to SnapMath. You've given us this question that says find all the solutions on interval inclusive 0 to 2 pi. And here's the question that they give you. It says that cosine cubed x is equal to cosine x. So what you want to do is actually make it so you can find what you're solving for. So we'll say that we'll get cosines on one side, so cosine cubed x minus cosine x. There you just minus cosine from both sides is equal to 0. So now, this is still not something you can really solve for. You can factor out cosine x. Cosine x is equal to cosine, or times cosine, minus 1, right? It's the same thing. So we can actually tweak one of our identities, our trig identities, to make this equal to something else. So what identity we're going to use is 1 equals cos squared x plus sine squared x. And then if you minus this from both sides, you get 1 minus cos squared x equals sine squared x. And this isn't really exactly the same thing, but it's almost. So we're going to multiply both sides by negative 1. And that will get you cosine squared x minus 1 equals negative sine x, or sine squared x, excuse me. So if we plug negative sine squared x back into here, we have two things multiplying each other, equaling 0, right? So if anything times something else, or 0 times something else, is going to be equal to 0. So cosine x equals 0, the whole thing equals 0. And when sine squared x equals 0, the whole thing equals 0. So when does cosine equal 0? It equals 0 when x is pi over 2 and 3 pi over 2. When does sine squared equal x? So we can use the same idea. It's sine x times sine x. So basically is when does sine equal 0? And sine equals 0 at 0, inclusive, right? It's inclusive on this interval, and pi. And we're not going to include 2 pi, even though sine does equal 0 there, because it's not included on the interval. So your answer is x can equal anything in the set from 0, pi over 2, pi, and 3 pi over 2. Alright? Thank you for using SnapMath. I hope we've been helpful, and I hope to hear from you again. Thank you. Bye.